Dyer gets the ban.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number one of Big Pharma versus Giga Chen. Now, new kids on the block versus one of the oldest teams of the league.
Radiant gets the ban.
We are just getting into the drafting phase right now. So let me just introduce who's playing. Of course, on Big Pharma's side, we have Chessies, or Chess Harvest in this case. Sweat Baguettes, aka Sweat Potato this game. Chick Hicks, Acid Rains, and finally
With 10 seconds
Mr.
left, plenty of time to
Farmer
tell
here.
an announcer you love them.
Hello,
That's
Justin.
what
Nice
you
to see
prefer.
you there. Meanwhile, on the
5
other
seconds.
side, Giga Chen, we have PDG. We have the Chen himself. I am a doggy, Snagard, and Shadow 8. Now, checking out these bands, we've already got a Huskar band coming out,
All right,
so
Dyer gets the
um,
ban.
a pretty
Radiant's up,
key
banning
band
time.
against Big Pharma, so look good to see that Giga Chen have done some research there. Meanwhile, also banning the Clinks, which is a very annoying hero to deal with. So quite an understandable ban there. Um, Meanwhile, on the side of Big Pharma, they've banned
10
out the
seconds left.
Rubik
About
already.
8
So obviously considering
5 seconds.
that they
4,
pick some big
3,
spellcasting heroes, possibly Jakiro, as we've seen so often this league. So would not be a surprise to see it again, of course. Now, Big Pharma going into reserve time a little bit on these bans. By the way, Mick School, he's just helping out with the draft for Big Pharma at the moment. Then he'll possibly come and join us in the cast itself. So look forward to that.
Dyer's turn to pick.
He'll be back after a few weeks away. Was it just 1 week or 2 weeks? I can't remember.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Meanwhile, band Ricky and Gigachin take the Jakiro. So they know that Rubik's not in the pool and they're free to take it there. Big Pharma might be helping them out with that band there. That's all good. We'll have to see what Big Pharma responds with.
10 seconds.
Of course, Jakiro, the hero of the league, always
5
picked
seconds.
every single
4.
game.
Radiant
It's a
knows
very
the best
rare
way to win
occasion
here, I bet.
when it is not picked. Meanwhile, Big Pharma picking the Disruptor, such an annoying hero to deal with, thanks to his huge ult plus the kinetic field. Even dishes out quite a surprising amount of damage in lane thanks to his Thunderstrike. And of course, Glimpse, such a useful utility
10
spell there,
seconds.
bringing him back for both your spells
5
to deal
seconds.
with and for your teammates as well.
Dyer's turn to pick.
And an IO as well. Okay, so they're both supports locked in for Big Pharma. IO, quite the safe support, able to share region with whoever he's tethered to. We'll have to see what they
10
pair
seconds.
him with. Possibly Tiny, CK.
5 seconds.
Pretty common one is Gyrocopter as well. But basically you can put anyone with an IO and that should be fine in lane.
All right. Dyer gets the
Over
ban.
Giga Chen picking up a Beastmaster there. Okay. So you've got your push there with the Beastmaster. Plus the BKB piercing ult is always very, very nice to have on your side.
10 seconds.
Alright. Already a very interesting draft here from Giga Chen. I'm pretty happy to see this Beastmaster being picked up. Banning out the Viper as well, so not a fan of those agility ranged heroes there. Just worried about... Did I drop a frame there? Oh. I'm dropping frames. Oh no, my internet.
10 seconds.
Please,
Just long enough
hang
to
in there.
regret the decisions you made if you hurry. Dyer gets the
Okay,
ban.
meanwhile, Big Pharma, they take out the Drow Ranger instead. Okay, so the hate towards agility ranged carries
Radiant's
continue.
up, banning
Oh
time.
no, my internet, please. I only just started recording. Hopefully it sorts itself out very soon. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Giga banning out the Leshrac there. Big Pharma responds with the Sniper ban. Of course, another agility ranged hero. One of, if not the most annoying one to deal with. So, you love to see it on the ban list. Giga Chen, the ball's in their
10
court.
seconds.
We'll see what they pick here as their 5th ban of
5
the
seconds.
drafting phase. Meanwhile, I mean, the draft so far is pretty flexible with just these two heroes as well. Jakiro just being fantastic for setting up fights with his Ice Path. Macro Pyre as well, dishing out as much damage as possible. Slows with his Dual Breath. So AD carry with actual kill potential will be very happy to have him in lane. And can even potentially roam pretty well as well. Set up some Ice Paths mid or something for some early ganks. Meanwhile, the Beastmaster of Giga Chen also enables a lot of setup potential, plus pushing power as well. Both Jakiro and Beastmaster known for being able to knock over towers fairly easily, thanks to Liquid Fire and Beastmaster's BRAWL, plus the early pickup of what is that item called again? Helm of the Dominator. The upgrade to that, whatever that's called. Big Pharma, they're taking out the Abaddon though. Okay. Another decent pushing hero there, thanks to his Curse of Avernus. Plus, it's quite a meta pick at the moment, so... I like how Giga Chen also banned out the Witch Doctor, a pretty common laning partner for Big Pharma with the IO there, thanks to the Giga Healing combo. Now, I have not seen it get much success, but apparently the combo itself is quite strong in lane. Being able to just max out Witch Doctor's heal, transfer that across to IO, which transfers it across to the Witch Doctor as well. It makes him pretty tanky. However, in that case, you've got a core Witch Doctor building Axe, which could potentially be shut down pretty easily. Ice Paths, Primal Roar as well, piecing the BKB. It would be very hard to get a full ult duration Witch Doctor. However, Big Pharma, they choose to go with the Ursa as a lane partner for the IO, which is fairly nice indeed, as it'll be a lot harder to force the Ursa away when he's got that constant regen behind him, tethered to him. Typically though, Ursa does struggle in lane if he has a partner that has no kill potential, so he can set things up if he puts some early points into Earth Shock. However, that does delay his actual kill potential later on, so we'll have to see how that works out there. Minute 20 seconds left for Giga Chen in reserve time. They want to, well, with most of the ranged carries out of this game, including Drow and Sniper, that doesn't leave much room, or even Viper being banned as well, doesn't leave much room for people that can kite the Ursa. Who are we looking at here? Terrorblade possibly can. He does build Skadi as well, which can seriously screw over the bear. There's a Gyrocopter coming out though, as potentially the position 1 for Giga Chen. Now, it is a ranged agility hero, so along with the stun from his homing missile, plus the fact that you don't want to be close to him with the rocket barrage, might be annoying for the Ursa to deal with. However, not really that tanky, and no escape ability apart from the Hurricane Pike that of course you buy always as a ranged agility hero. So if Ursa can just wait out that then and get the jump on the gyro, it should be a pretty easy kill. So we'll have to see how effective it is. However, with all the team fight present already in Giga Chen, just contributing to that with Gyrocopter's ultimate should be fairly strong. Now, 20 seconds left, Giga Chen. They're thinking about this. I want to see what else can counter this Ursa here. They're going to pick the Monkey King. Okay. So, that's a hero that you do not really want to manfight as the Ursa one-on-one, especially in the ultimate, as that bonus armor plus the stacks from his passive means that a Monkey King can be very hard to deal with and can possibly turn around and kill you. So we'll see how effective that is. Of course, he does hate going up against Disruptor though. The vision from the Thunderstrike plus the glimpse back off the tree might spell doom for this Monkey King. Oh, here we go. There's the Underlord. Now, if you haven't seen previous games of Big Pharma, they've used an Underlord to great effect before, with Mr. Chessie's playing the hero. Quite a tanky frontliner that's very annoying to deal with, thanks to the percentage-based damage that he's got. So, be really difficult for Giga Chen to deal with unless they can get some good ice paths, maybe focus their attacks on the Underlord himself. Even then though, the percentage damage reduction in his aura is pretty nasty, and it will always take some time to take out an Underlord. So very nice front line there for Big Pharma. Meanwhile, ban's coming out. There's another front liner, the Pudge, being removed. Giga Chen, they respond with a silencer ban as well. They want to secure these team fights and not have a pesky global silence coming out, or pesky fears, in fact, as they take out the Shadow Fiend as well. Okay, we'll see what the final ban is here for Big Pharma. Meanwhile, I'm just going to double check who Mr. Pharma is. Yeah, that's Mr. British. There you go. Okay. 2 seconds, 1 second, but they still have 1 minute of reserve time. Let's see what they go with here. So I'll just get back to that. Oh, they ban out the Tinker. Okay, so they're definitely thinking who Giga Chen wants in their mid lane. A Tinker will be very nasty to deal with, being able to kite the Ursa as well. Very strong hero at the moment, thanks to the fact that his defense matrix blocks damage completely, and he can still blink. Even if they engage on him, he can still blink away, which is very frustrating to deal with. Plus, rocket barrage, rocket homing missiles, I think, heat-seeking missiles or something. I can't remember the exact name, but Tinker's W can be very annoying for Big Pharma, especially with the level 25 talent that stuns as well. Talking about stuns, picking up the Tusk here on Giga Chen. So, some early game power there, plus the potential to snowball very hard, excuse the pun. Tusk's raw damage output can be very nasty to deal with. Being able to snowball his team away from potentially a disrupted kinetic field, Ursa's damage output, even escape routes with it, I believe. So, Underlord will not be able to chase that. I like the draft here by Giga Chen. They've got some very nice death ball in here. Gyrocopter, Monkey King, like Gyro likes to fight early on, thanks to this insane magic damage output. And of course, you can build them either support or core. So,
Dave Johnson here. What are we doing?
Let's see what Big Pharma will choose. Oh, they pick up the Necro as well. Okay. Mr. British playing the Necro there. Interesting. Okay. So, being able to nullify all the physical damage that Giga Chen has for however long Ghost Trail lasts can be the make or break of all the team fights, I guess. Okay. Let's see. As we load into the game, we've got everybody playing the heroes. Meanwhile, shout out once again to the Pacific BRAWL League. Sorry, not lead. League icon there. So nice. I'm just going to maximize that again, as I did last week. Oh, so good. Very happy with that. Meanwhile, let's get back into the match. Any second it will load in. But, oh, Big Pharma with their final pick, Necrophos. They just have to make sure not to get deathballed by the enemy team. And have to secure some space for the Ursa to go crazy. Although, Necrophos will ensure that they will get some kills, thanks to his ultimate. And here we go, loading into the game. I'll call out who's playing as who as soon as we load. There's the constant sight, the Chikiro, MVP of the match so far already, was highlighted, as you can say. Just going to move the icon there. There we go. And let's get into it. So, of course, Mr. British on the Necrophos on the Radiant side. Big Farmer. We've got Chessie's playing his one of his main heroes here, the Underlord, that he's found quite a bit of success with. Sweat Spaghettis, or Sweat Potato in this case, playing the Disruptor support. Meanwhile, Acid Rains on the Ursa, tethered by the Io here, played by Chick Hicks. Ooh, using that new skin as well. Skin? Set? It's like a skin, basically, because it's just one item. It's just one thing that you buy. Meanwhile, on the other side, Giga, Chen, we have PDG on the Monkey King. Shadow 8 playing the regular side Jakiro. Doggy playing Tusk here. Chen himself playing the Beastmaster. And finally, Vicadian is the name that he chooses to go with in Dota itself. Playing the Gyrocopter. Now, I like that he's already thinking about that magic wand there. Chessie's stepping up in the high ground here. He's pretty fast with the boots of speed. The Doggy should be a-okay. He's no points in Snowball or anything yet. A little bit of contest between these two teams as they secure the runes here. Will he be able to get top? Yes, he does. So that's 2 bounty runes each. So both teams will be fairly happy about that. Just a... that was very close. Mr. British realizing that he can go and snag that top rune there. So it's a mid-tusk here. Okay, up against the Necrophos. So if you can push Necro back and force him out of lane, they'll go very well for the Tusk. However, if you can get these last hits and get the healing from it, thanks to his Heartstopper aura, that he'll eventually get, of course, then it will be able to, he will be able to have enough regen, I should say, to stay in the lane. Meanwhile, up top, sorry, just double checking nothing was happening mid. We have the Underlord and the Disruptor versus the Jakiro Monkey King combo here. And then finally down bottom, Acid Rains and Chick Hicks, the Io Ursa up against Beastmaster and an offlane Gyro. So not a position 1 Gyro, it's instead going towards the Monkey King. But having a Gyrocopter here can set up for some early kills. They might hold out until the level 6 though, the Primal Roar setup for the cooldown. That's the spell, that's the name of it. There we go. Already Mr. Farmer suffering a little bit here, Mr. British. Sorry, I see the name there above his head, Mr. Farmer. And that's just what I read out. Checking out last hits and denies. Chessie's doing fairly well up here in the top lane. He's going to get harassed a little bit, but he's got plenty of regen, especially with the Ring of Health that he's aiming for there. It's going to be very hard to push out of lane. Meanwhile, everything's all good down bottom as well. This Io's doing great work here, keeping his Ursa healthy and happy. Got all the regen though. The headdress as well. Might be too much regen. Meanwhile, Doggy, yeah, he's all good. He secures a water rune. 1 each for both of them. Seems to be pretty even so far. Just the slightest lead here for the Big Farmer squad as Acid Rain sitting nice and pretty right at the top in the last hits and denies. But in terms of denies, Chessie's has the most so far, 3 to his name. BDG suffering a little bit thanks to the Thunderstrike damage there. No follow-up from Chessie's thanks to the fact that he's out of mana. Rune of Basilius though, that mana regen is very nice. So, excuse me. Just got a little bit of a slight sore throat, so it might cause me to cough a little bit, but should all be alright. Vicadian using a lot of mana to send out these missiles. They're not really doing much at this point. There's no follow-up at all from Beastmaster. Maybe just a Wild Axes and that's it. So Vicadian using these missiles just to annoy the Ursa and use all of his mana might be a little bit unnecessary, but I guess it does secure last hits for this farming Beastmaster. So it might be a little bit helpful. Meanwhile, Doggy initiating a little bit, using his skills, but that regen can be pretty nuts. He does secure the denies and last hits there, so he's got quite a bit of regen, 10 per second for both of his HP and MP there. Pretty tough to deal with. PDG, he's healthy and happy now. He's got those stick charges. Oh, the drop though. That's going to do a little bit of damage here, especially with that Thunderstrike still going. That's all of their mana pools, however, and there's no mangoes to follow up. BDG, he wants to fight. He's got 10 sticks charges. 10 sticks. Just taking a little drink there. Everything's pretty regular here. 4 minutes and 30 seconds in. Just barely a 1k net worth lead here for Big Pharma's side. Radiant team looking fairly happy with how things are going. And there's not much happening at all between these two teams. They're just happy to sit and farm. A little bit of back and forth here mid, but Doggy's trying his best to force Necro out, but Mr. British, he ain't having that. He just gets a couple of last hits and suddenly he's back to full health and full mana, so it's the power of the Necrophos mid. 5 minutes in, nighttime has fallen. Let's see these wards coming out. He's gonna find that one, okay. But not spotting this fairly deep observer ward here. So nice work there by Shadow 8 to get that vision. I believe it says, yeah, there it is. And yeah, Radiant side, they just have no idea that it exists. Well, Ursa's got the boots finished, going for the phase boots here into the Battle Fury. Ordinarily, you'd want to see Ursa rush the Battle Fury first, but getting the early phase boots might help secure some lane kills, especially with an Ursa slow. Meanwhile, Doggy coming up top, they want to take out this Disruptor who doesn't have the mana quite as of yet to help him out. There you go. That's first blood going the way of Jakiro. Still, Big Pharma in the lead in terms of the gold net worth. However, first blood is going to improve the morale for Giga Chen. I'll be very happy about that. It's a very nice rotation indeed. Sweat Potato, he's back to top. I was about to say bot lane, but no. Wrong side. Rune of health there for the Ursa, so he's going to be that much tankier. Meanwhile, PDG, he's stuck in lane with no regen there. He was just relying on his wand, and he gets taken out by Sweat Potato there. Sweat Spaghettis as is otherwise called. Shadow 8 also sticking around. He's got a lot of regen though, so should be okay. Being pushed under tower here by these Radiant creeps. Oh no, he gets the glimpse back. Oh, PDG, he's going to have to walk all the way back to lane. Oh, I forgot about that, says PDG indeed. He's going to suffer for that. He's going to miss out on all these last hits and all that experience going on as well. So, meanwhile, down mid here, Mr. Farmer getting initiated on by Tusk, but there's not much to follow up, especially once that Ghost Shroud is popped. No damage coming out from Mr. British as well though, so he's not going to be able to secure any kills with his ult quite as of yet. Oh, Doggy, he hits another Walrus Punch onto the Necro, but that Ice Shard's maxed out, does quite a bit of damage against Necrophos. I can understand why you do that. No points in the tag team means that there's no physical damage from the Tusk as of yet. Does it add magic? No, it does add physical. There you go. Bonus damage. Mean what? Oh. Okay, getting the snowball off. Waiting for that Walrus Punch. Will hit, but of course, does barely anything to this Necrophos, who's still just going to stay here in lane. Aiming to get this last hit to secure his regen once again, as Doggy has to get out of there. Disruptor TPing in to help out his mid. PDG suffering here up top, by the way. Already fairly low, thanks to both the harass from Chessie's and Disruptor. Oh, he gets the root off. This might be enough to go. No, not quite. Doesn't last that long at all. Have to keep him in there. Chessie's though in a little bit of trouble as Shadow 8 returns around with the Ice Path. Glimpse back will save Chessie's for the moment. Shadow 8 looking to be in a lot of trouble there. Though he will survive as Chessie's in fact falls to the burn damage from the Chikira. That's a second kill going the way of the support. Doggy is heading up top as well. They want the kill on Sweat Potato here. Although there's not much that both PDG and Chikira can do here. Shadow 8. Oh, never mind. PDG going straight in. Going to get Glimpse back. And that's going to mean no Glimpse left for this Disruptor. Nice Ice Path there from Shadow 8 as well. Meanwhile, Mr. British heading on bot gets a kill with his ultimate onto the Gyrocopter. I think they initiated that fight there by, yeah, look at that. The Earth Shock from the Ursa. Getting a few hits and helping out his mid player. And he's, yeah, as I called it, he's going for the Battle Fury first. So there you go, before his phase boots. Fairly typical for a farming Ursa. Of course, the mech rush on the IO is going to be aiming for that as soon as possible. No need for boots, thanks to the fact that Tether shares your move speed. Well, yeah, there's the helm of the Dominator there for Beastmaster. Pretty early, 10 minutes in. Let's check out the net worth here as Ursa's in the lead, followed by his teammate in the mid. So Big Pharma, 2k net worth lead now. Sticking to their net. Oh, the kinetic field keeping poor PDG stuck inside that damaged circle. The Firestorm doing a lot there. Oh, big TP though coming from Chick Hicks, bringing acid rains behind the tower there. Tusker's going to turn around and initiate onto this IO, but there's not much follow-up there as Shadow 8. Oh, Ice Path is not able to stop the TP away. And nicely done by Acid Rains and the IO there. Sweet Potato. No, the DD ring from Tusk. No tag team needed there as he takes down poor Disruptor. Just by chasing him down. The cooldown of Pit of Malice can be quite significant. 20 seconds without it. So there's no way that Chessie's could really help. Only 1 point in the Atrophy Aura there, so as well, which is just 5% damage reduction. Mr. British is here. Shadow 8's trying his best to take down the Underlord, but it's not going to be enough as the ult comes out to secure the kill on the pretty fit Jakiro there. The 2 kills going his way meant he had a lot of gold to his name, so Necrophos will be taking his cut of that. As top tower getting pressured here. Meanwhile down bot, working on that Battle Fury still. Pretty close though, 300 gold off. So Acid Rains, once he receives that, that's going to be very significant for his farm speed. Primal Roar available. They could cool down on top of this. There you go, the IO getting initiated here. Check Hicks will not be able to escape the radius of the cooldown. However, he's just barely alive. Vicadian might have waited a little bit too long for his ultimate there. Acid Drains turns around, takes out Chen himself, and Vicadian, he stepped a bit too far and gets taken out as well. That's a double kill going the way of the Ursa. Although, Doggy here, he gets the snowball off, takes out Acid Rains too. 3 times killing spree ended there. Chessie's trying to TP away thanks to his ult, but PDG here as well. The Aura's Punch putting a stop to that, although they're just turning around on this task now thanks to Mr. British being here. Will that, the Death Pulse? No, it doesn't hit thanks to the snowball. Nice work there by Doggy. However, another Death Pulse though, that's surely gonna kill him. There you go, takes out the task. Meanwhile, Chick Hicks, he TP back in to die. He's trying to save his teammates, Chessie's as well. However, Mr. British, he's just standing around doing nothing, throwing out Death Pulses. It doesn't even need to hit anybody with his right clicks, and he's getting kills left and right. 4k net worth lead now for Big Pharma, even though they're even in kills. And look at the damage output there from the side of Big Pharma. They've managed to take down the task in the end, which is very significant. No earn charges for you, plus his high net worth as well, compared to some of his other teammates. Excuse me. Alright, everything's looking pretty good here for Big Pharma. Still 5k net worth lead. Not sure what the Dire team are going to do about this farming Necrophos. It's aiming towards a Radiance. Now that he's got his Hood of Defiance, minimize as much magic damage as possible. Sweat Potato in a lot of trouble, getting Ice Sharded there. Drops the ultimate, drops as much damage as possible, trying to keep himself alive, but Jakiro's going to burn him to death there. Meanwhile, Chessies might be in a bit of trouble. He's in the amongst 4 of the Dire team, but nice TP in from Chick Hicks. He brings Acid Rains right into the middle of this fight, where he wants to be. Does not secure much more than just the 1 kill though onto the Jakiro. And they're going to turn around back onto this Underlord. PDG dropping the ultimate, the Wukong's command. Not enough to keep Chessies from just walking away though. Even with only 5% damage reduction, this is a very tanky Underlord. Thanks to the Hood of Defiance, plus those crown attributes. Look at that, 8 extra strength. Plus, how much armor as well? 10 armor? Can be fairly annoying to deal with so early in the game. Meanwhile, oh, okay, there's the ultimate coming out onto Chick Hicks here. He's in a bit of trouble as PDG's whacking away at him. Chen dropping the ult to secure that. Oh, so close. There you go. There's the final hit needed there for the IO. Meanwhile, Acid Range, without his IO, he gets taken out immediately by this DD Rune doggy here. And, yeah, the lead of Big Pharma. They might have the net worth, but they're not able to secure these fights sometimes. Especially with no way to save the Ursa there. Securing the Dire jungle here. Will they be able to start something here? There's a Disruptor ult available, plus the kinetic field. Maybe we could get that off. Just worried about a snowball. Oh, there you go. They just used the snowball. Can we get a glimpse back? No, never mind. Sweet Potato's just going to TP on out of there as Chessies. He's taking out Chen as... Ooh. Nice stun there by PDG though. It's going to enable Chen to just hide in the trees and TP away. Oh no. Big Pharma, they completely missed that and unable to secure anything else here. I think the ping coming out from the Necrophos mid is kind of annoyed that his Disruptor TP'd away there when they could have secured a kill potentially. So, possibly a little bit frustrating. As Big Pharma, they're trying to secure this tower here down, but the third tower that they're going to take down this game. The Macropire keeping things away. Some abilities being dropped. There's the glimpse back, however, that's a very dead Jakiro. As PDG drops the ult trying to save his teammate. Will not be able to and does not pick up a kill in return. So... okay, here you go. This is the entirety of Giga Chen. No, they have to run away. Look at that. The big catch there from Chessies, plus the damage output from Acid Rains here. Vicadian so low, it's one more hit. There you go, he falls finally. Well, Beastmaster not long for this world either. However, Doggy's coming in. He secures the kill onto Chick Hicks just before he dies. And that's an entire team wipe. There is the Shakiro, just barely respawns. In favor of Big Pharma, 8k net worth lead now, 14 to 12. And these fights, they can't really do anything about this Necrophos who's just sitting there, doing out his, dishing out his passive damage here thanks to the Heartstoppers plus the Death Pulses, and only able to take out the Io. So Giga Chen, we'll have to see what they can do about this Death Ball. It's kind of odd though, you expected on the other side that the Giga Chen lineup would be the Death Ballers, but in fact it turns out this Underlord plus the global presence of Chick Hicks with his attached Ursa can be very annoying to deal with and help secure some early game power. There's the Vladimir's offering finished for the Beastmaster here. Let's see, Ursa's got his Blink Dagger here. That's quite a big pickup. He's going to be aiming for that BKB as soon as possible. Chelsea's here with the Rod of Atos, a fairly common item for Underlord. Is Vicadian getting caught out here, gonna get Atos in the pit. Oh, does so much damage. He's half health already. Sweet Potato is super fast. Gonna bring him back into... Okay, not able to do much else. That Thunderstrike won't be enough to secure the kill. Oh, Sweet Potato dropping the ultimate, trying to stop any further damage coming out from Jakiro. However, might have been a little bit unnecessary. He's probably worried that there was more people up here. He did have vision, however. So not sure what's going on there. Maybe hoping for Chessies to follow up. This might be a little bit of miscommunication. However, everything should be fine. What's that cooldown on the ult? Okay, still got it in another 60 seconds, so it should be fine. Chessies, he's found 3 of the side of Giga. Chen. Sweet Potato walking in, trying to help out as well. Gets the kinetic field off and the glimpse out of the kinetic field, which might not be what you're after there. Astrange just taking out Jakiro there. He's pretty tanky. Meanwhile, ult coming out onto Doggy as he snowballs in, secures another kill. However, he's gone a little bit too deep as Astrange is back after a short little TP away. And all these fights going in the favor of Big Pharma here. I think Doggy's trying to do as much as he can. However, these support kills are not going to keep his team in the game, unfortunately. Those cores are who you need to deal with there. Monkey King still yet to get his Battle Fury here. He's kind of suffering. PDG Acid Rains, with the help of his teammates, secures a Roshan and an Aegis for himself. Alright, this Ursa looking pretty scary. I'm not sure how Giga Chen are going to deal with this. It's the Helm of the Overlord finish here for Beastmaster. He's going to use that Ancient Creep now. Ancient Thunder High, he's got the Slam, he's got the Frenzy, both active abilities that can be potentially very useful. See Vicadian going support items. Tusk, there's not much damage here from Tusk. I would have liked to have seen probably an earlier Desolator so he can deal with the Ursa as well. Or even like cooldown reduction so he can get his Snowball off as much as possible. Keep himself alive in the fights and throw out his high damage ice shards that he's maxed out this game. However, focusing on the Urn of Shadows upgrade here instead. You do have to get kills for those Urn charges though, so Sweet Potato. He's here, he wants to get a glimpse back, but unfortunately mistimed it just a little bit. Doggy will be okay. Acid Rain still farming up here. He's almost got his Black King bar, just 500 gold off, roughly. Chick Hicks meanwhile aiming for the Glimmer Cape. Pretty typical IO build, and I believe that's the Battle Fury on the Quarry here. You have the final component, the Claymore, on the way. PG will be very happy about that. Shadow A, I think he's got his own mechanism on. There you go, the recipe there. As completely missed that. Vicadian being taken out by the Necrophos here. Radiant's finished here, by the way, for Mr. British. Both him and Sweet Potato using their ults to secure a kill on the support Gyro. Deward that too. Shadow 8 stepping up. He's not afraid. He should be though, as this is a very fed Necrophos. Going to get glimpsed back into the kinetic field. The Ghost Scepter from sorry, the Death Seeker with the ethereal form. Yeah, that's going to be enough to take down Jakiro. Meanwhile, Doggy getting caught out here by Chessies on the side. Rest of Radiant teams chasing up, but Giga Chen protecting their team as much as possible. No damage on Chessies. Look at that, the 25% damage reduction. Although, if anyone can kill him, it's the Monkey King as the ult is dropped. There's the stun. Doggy, no! He gets taken out all by himself there on the high ground. His teammates were not able to breach that, and he was up against 5 all by himself. Double kill here now for the Ursa. So they're going to aim towards the tier 2 already. 23 minutes into this game. Chessies, he's going to be completely fine thanks to the tether heal here. No TPs on us. Gonna be pushing down bot lane as well. PDG might be in a little bit of trouble. Could get caught out. Ping comes out. Okay, nice TP away. As yeah, Big Pharma, they've secured this entire ancient jungle here. I'm gonna use this opportunity to keep on pushing. This is a solo Shakira getting caught out here. Acid Race just TPs, I mean not TPs, blinks onto him. And it only takes a couple of hits to destroy this Shakira here. PDG farming as fast as he humanly can. And now that he's got his Battle Fury, he needs so much net worth in order to catch up with Big Pharma, but 18k behind collectively. Giga Chen definitely on the back foot. They're keeping up in kills for most of this game, but at this point, it looks like this Necrophos is just too difficult to deal with. Plus the Ursa still has the Aegis, 30 seconds left on it. It's got to be feeling fairly confident and ready to jump on in. Here you go. Gonna jump onto this Shakira. He gets taken out, thrown, everything thrown at the poor Shakira. Chesses might be dying for that. On the side there, yes, in fact, the tower gets the final hit. Meanwhile, Acid Rain's getting stunned up there, taking a lot of damage from Vicanian. It's not going to be enough to keep the tower alive, as Mr. British all by himself here. Ice shots plus the Primal Roar. He's going to get left behind by his team. There's going to be a dead Necrophos for the first time I've seen this game. Yes, in fact, that's his first death. Acid Rains, he's in trouble. He pops the BKB, but turns around and takes out the Beastmaster. Look at that. No lifesteal needed for this Ursa, thanks to this IO being tethered onto him. PDG, he's very low, drops the ult, but not really wishing to initiate. Vicanian getting kills here. Look at that. An 8 times kill spree ended now, thanks to that homing missile. As war gets secured, Big Pharma just overstaying their welcome, I believe. And Giga Chen will be very happy about that, getting so much money. See that fight recap. Oh my god, 2,000 gold. Swing back the way of Giga Chen. Vicanian will be a very happy gyrocopter here. What's it got on this courier? Let's see. An entire 4-star. There you go. As they retaliate with a tower kill there. That's the first tower that Giga Chen have been able to take this game. And suddenly, not looking so great here for Big Pharma. They lost so much money. Still fairly strong heroes though, especially in the upcoming team fights. But yeah, the snowball might have ended there. This might be the turnaround that Giga Chen need. Let's see, Dougie's got a bottle DD rune in there. And the blink on the courier. There you go. 26 minutes in. He's going to be able to blink onto people and initiate fights that way. Pretty hard to escape from a Tusk with Blink Dagger. Shadow 8. Just pushing that mid lane as much as possible. But Sweat Potato will be here. Sweat Spaghettis. See what Check Hicks is going for. The Holy Locket. Very nice. It's going to amplify his healing. And that's pretty much why you have an IO on your team. Both the global presence plus the heal that he generates is very insane. If used correctly though. I can't play IO, so I wouldn't be able to tell you too much about that. Chesses. A little bit out of position potentially, but he won't be caught by the side of Giga Chen. Oh, Time Warp Aura. I have never seen that, actually. Oh, Vicanian. Oh no, he gets caught out all by himself. The rest of his team were chasing down Chesses. Meanwhile, looks like Big Pharma take that opportunity to secure a kill on the lonely gyrocopter. Oh, never mind Chesses. He was distracting for his team, but might have bit off a little bit more than he could chew as he gets taken out finally. Looks like the rest of Big Pharma taking the opportunity though to destroy the first set of racks this game. PDG gotta be a little bit more cautious. He's already half health just trying to get into the fight, but eliminates the disruptor in a couple of hits. Looks like Necro will be okay thanks to the Ghost Shroud. Not much that the Monkey King can do about that without a nullifier. Or silence as well. Silence is pretty good against Necro. Nice neutral item. Skull Basher finish for this Ursa. PDG finished with the blacking bar here. Has yet to use it. Shadow 8. Gotta be careful. Stepping close to this high ground, you can have an Ursa jump on you in a matter of seconds. Might be baiting for his team though, as Chen here is behind him. No ult though. Mr. British. Meanwhile, a team fight breaking out on the side as they catch out Doggy. There you go, Acid Rain's completely mauling the poor Taskar. No buyback as well. Still 500 gold needed for that. Looks like Giga Chen will run away here from the Underlord. He's gonna catch Jakiro potentially. What was that radius? Oh, because it was cast on the cliff. That was strange. Meanwhile, Chen, no, he gets caught out a little bit. Oh, there you go, securing the kill with the ultimate. It looked like he was going to escape there for a couple of seconds as Chesses was turning away from the fight, but it is enough to bring him down thanks to the guaranteed kill there from the ultimate of Necro. Oh, okay. Does not even need the glimpse to destroy this Jakiro as they finally take down this final Rax here on the bottom lane. PDG might be looking to stop the creep waves, but no, he's going to TP on back as Big Pharma. They want to keep going. They want to take out the second tier 3. 6 seconds until the Beastmaster respawns. He does have ult available when he's back. Giga Chen just have to wait. And there's not much they can do to secure, to save these racks. They just have fortifiers and homing missiles. That's about it. Not even a macropire to force them away. However, Jakiro just respawning now. Might be able to salvage this with an Ice Path macro combo. PDG, he gets the ult off, starts the fight. Big Roar coming out as well. They immediately take out the Disruptive. Big Farmers on the run. Acid Rains. He's very low, getting chased by the Monkey King. They secure the kill on the Acid Rain's Ursa. Big Farmer taking heavy losses here as Mr. British might also fall. He does have the Ghost Shroud available now. Look at that healing though. PDG suffering because of that. He's going to have to run away. Is Doggy all by himself, however, gets to the high ground. It might be enough to save him. No, it isn't. The burn damage from Mr. British. Shadow 8 trying his best to keep Necro here for his team to take down. But oh no, he turns around with the ultimate. It gets a triple kill as he picks up the Jakiro as well. And yeah, Mr. British, he's just so strong at this point now with the Kaya and Sanj and the Radiance. It's magic damage Huskar, says Chessies. Oh no. Very tough to deal with. I'm not sure if you can at this point, as without a nullifier, there's nothing stopping the Necrophos from using his oh no. The Ogre Creep. Oh, there's gonna be another stun. Oh, okay. It died before I could get it off. Mr. British. That's why you gotta kill those creeps before you try anything there with that outpost. Especially with the Radiance, it's just constantly aggroing them. What was I talking about before? Something about his Ghost Shroud plus the Deathseeker ethereal form. Making it very hard for the most of the physical damage here from the side of Giga Chen to actually land on this Necro. Especially with the build that Doggy's going for here. He's got not much physical damage, going more utility focused. Potentially building this ag so he can kick someone away from the rest of the team. Potentially break a tether as well. I think he picked up... Yeah, there you go. So he picked up both the Aegis and the Aghanim Shard there, Acid Rains. Looking for a fight as they go down bot, but... Ooh, Giga Chen. Doggy will be able to get on out of there. That's so clutch. Alright. So the TBL on back as Acid Rains keeps on farming instead. He was hoping to catch a die hero in his claws, but not gonna be so lucky there. It's PDG. He spots out the disruptor. This is a quick initiation and a quick kill as well. Sweet Potato all by himself. However, that gives his team the space that they need to start wailing on this tier 3 tower here. Shadow 8 doing his best to defend. It's going to be enough as he forces them away here. Chen on the side. He's got the Primal Roar available. They want to take down these 3 heroes specifically of Big Pharma here. No Underlord. Oh, no, never mind. He's TPing in. Is immediately PDG just gets eliminated on the side there. The stun duration followed up by the Necro. Ult is enough. Nice path. Gonna unfortunately miss there, but nice work there by Vicadian and Doggy keeping them back. Oh, never mind. Acid Rains, he just blinks on in. Vicadian in a lot of trouble. There you go. The Gyrocopter Force. He does have buyback, however, as Jakira also getting taken out. Double kill there for the Ursa. Buyback on Jakiro. And there's the buyback on Vicadian. However, 40 seconds still without their Monkey King. There's not much that they can do to fight this. And that's going to be the last racks to fall for Giga Chen. Mega Creep's almost on the way as Acid Rage just jumps on in again, gets the kill onto the Jakiro. That's a die back there. Chen, he threw out the ultimate before, but still was not able to get anything. And I think Big Pharma, they're just too strong at this point. 27k collective net worth. This Ursa and the Necrophos. These 2 core heroes are just way too hard to deal with. Especially with the damage reduction aura from Chessie's here. Giga Cringe, please mute him. Okay then. Chick Hicks throwing out a little bit of toxicity as Chessie's tries to alleviate it. Meanwhile, the final hurrah coming out from Giga Chen. They don't want to go out without a bang. Monkey King desperately trying to take out this Underlord as Chen almost dying in the base here. Look at that burn damage. And the roots coming out. So annoying to deal with. Doggy trying to do his best in the back, but that's going to be a very dead task. There is... Okay, a little bit of damage. The 4-star forward that's actually going to secure the first life of the Ursa. Nicely done there. Wait, what even 4-staffed him forward? I'm not even sure. Oh, it's the Gyrocopter forcing forward, but never mind, that's going to be the first game going the way of Big Pharma. Thanks to being just completely too strong to deal with. They snowballed so hard. Necrophos and Ursa got so much gold. And there was not much that Giga Chen could do to stop it. So, first game, game 1, going the way of Big Pharma, 36-25, 36-minute match as well. And we will see you in the second game as well. Alright. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope to see you in the next cast as we continue this series on. My name's Junkmore, and I'll see you for game 2. Ciao.